Okay, I like that.
I would just talk about my chat about this topic. All right. Now I want to see how you feel. So I just seen a clip on TikTok where a girl says she deserves the world and everything from a guy because she has a pussy. You feel what I'm saying? She said that pussy makes the world go
Kai,
around.
Are you talking about Sneeko?
No. I just seen this random clip. I just seen a random TikTok. And I kind of felt a way around that because it's like, I feel like it's a mutual transaction when it comes to sex. You know, you get my dick and I get some pussy. So like, how do you like what would y'all say about that? Like, you know,
I feel like coming with the argument seems like you would need to have a poor understanding of the social dynamics. I feel like guys have to hunt harder to get the counterparts in that regard. They have to hunt way harder than girls do. So it's a little bit like a carrot and a stick type of thing. I think.
Like shit.
Andrew.
All right. Should I go?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yep.
I'll go. Right. So here we go. So women have an innate value. They're born with an innate value, and that innate value is effectively their pussy because they can reproduce. So women are always going to be important because they can reproduce. We're always going to need them to some degree. So even if women are unintelligent and stupid and boring, even ugly, at some point, someone's going to come along and go, yeah, but they have a pussy. We need that pussy to reproduce, right? That's why if you look at the genetics of humanity, since the dawn of human time, 98% of females have reproduced at some point, and they tracked it by the chromosomes, whereas less than 20% of men did. So plenty of men died without ever having offspring. They died in wars or whatever. Then plenty of kings had multiple wives, had multiple children. But every woman at some point ended up getting fucked because women have an innate value. Men are not born with innate value. We do not matter unless we make ourselves important. So it's very different. We can't sit there and go, yeah, I have a dick, but nobody gives a shit.
Andrew, real quick, it's a quick question. You don't gotta explain because you're under. Do you believe that men should have the right to have multiple girlfriends / wives?
I think that people should be allowed to do whatever they decide is they want to do. If the women consent, then why shouldn't they be allowed to?
Right.
I'm pretty good with that.
I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be natural for it to happen the other way around.
XQ, you do. That's crazy.
Of course, I agree. If you want, that's something that you want, and the person wants to. Then what if like no? That's like saying during sex, I want my partner to be wearing a ski mask on, right? If they like that and they want to wear it, then who the fuck are we to tell them that that's something that shouldn't happen?
Correct. So yeah, if I believe now the reason people get annoyed is because I think that it's not natural for it to happen the other way around. I'm not saying that people shouldn't be allowed to do it. I'm saying that it's not natural the same way as it would be with a man with multiple women, because like we were just discussing, since the dawn of human time, men have always had multiple women. That's why so few men reproduce compared to women. There was one guy who got 10 women pregnant, for example. That explains the disparity between females always reproducing and men always reproducing.
Wow, that's crazy.
Females are born with value. They are born with a value, and as a man, you're born with no value unless you make yourself important, and then you become a valuable man. So what she's saying is, I have pussy, so I'm intrinsically valuable. To a degree, that's true. Does she deserve the world? Fuck no. Should men be out here simping over her just because she has a pussy? Fuck no. Will men do it? Yes, because pussy runs the world, because men are desperate for it. But there's a bunch of pussy out there, and no man should just be giving her everything she wants just because she exists. However, she does have an intrinsic value that men don't have. That there is a reason why it's women and children first on the lifeboat. There's a reason for that. And that's because their life matters. If you talk about 100 women dying, people give a shit. If you talk about 100 men dying, it's happening right now in Ukraine. Nobody gives a fuck. And that's just the reality of the world as a man. As a man, your life is not important. That's life. That's how it goes for men.
Wow.
Yeah, we're heading to like some severe black pill territory here, but yeah, I agree with most of that.
It's not even black. Yeah, I know what you mean saying it's black pill, but it's true. The men have always been the ones who are meant to die. We're supposed to be ones who go to war or whatever, or something bad happens to us. And
is there an actual study without like war and like all this shit? Who lives longer? Is it females or males?
Yeah, women live longer.
They do.
But it's like
also probably because men are stupid. I mean, we do dumb shit also. But, yeah.
But
I'm
just
talking
talking
about
about
old age wise and health problems. Who has more health problems
Yeah, women live longer than men. Women live longer than men. But I'm talking about just the fact that the psychology of humanity, the psychology is that humans are more ready for men to die. If you were to read in the newspaper that 2 men got shot and killed on the street corner, you wouldn't give a shit. If you were to read that 2 women got shot and killed, you'd be like, what? Who the fuck shot these 2? Who shoots 2 chicks? That you'd care more. You care because male life is less significant than female life. That's like a psychological thing that we've born and evolved into, because men were dying all the time. We were dying at war, dying in fights, dying exploring, dying hunting. We've always done the most dangerous things. So humans
Okay.
have evolved to the point where we decide that if a man dies, it's not nearly as tragic if a female dies. That's just it. So female life overall, 1 for 1, is more valuable than male.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I actually was kind of on. This is like one of the things so far. You said that I kind of disagree. To be honest, when I read about this shit, I'm trying not to disagree on purpose. I'm trying to put myself in that scenario where I hear about somebody dying. I don't really give a fuck who it is. I guess for that topic only, of somebody dying in the news, I think I have a pretty good 1-to-1 value. But
What is it?
that's it. I have a built-in 1-to-1 value when I hear somebody dying. That's all. I don't know why. I just want to voice it. I don't feel that way. That's all.
That's fine. So let's look at the war.
I'm gonna have to agree with Andrew on this one.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, Felix. I'm sorry, Felix. He just knows what he's doing.
I want to hear it. Tell us.
It's just like he just knows what the fuck he's talking about, bro. You don't know what the fuck you talking about, nigga. Fuck. He know what the fuck he's talking about, bro.
So
I agree because he knows what he's talking about. Checkmate, my brother. Checkmate.
Let's look at the war in Ukraine. Why have they sent all the women and children away?
How, Felix?
Why have they left the men to die, and why have they sent the women and children away from the war in Ukraine?
Bro, that's just how fucking things are.
But
That's just
answer
how-
the question though. He's asking you a question. Could you answer it?
But that's saying that's just.
I don't live in Ukraine. I know what the standards. I mean, I think overall in the military, there's more men than women. There's a lot of physical standards, I suppose, where.
I'm talking about the military. Not about the military. We're talking about the civilian populations inside of a city. Why are they evacuating women and children from the civilian populations? And you said that's just the way things are. And the reason that's just the way things are is because we are prepared for men to die and we don't want women to die. Just like I said, we have a psychological aversion to female death.
I think they're evacuating everybody. Okay,
Wow.
I think they're
God, that's
evacuating
some real shit.
everybody.
Like, that's a real shit.
I
Bro.
think they're evacuating everybody that wants to be evacuated. But if you want to stay, I don't think they're evacuating you, right?
Legal for any military-aged male to leave Ukraine. Any Ukrainian citizen who's a man who's military-aged male cannot leave Ukraine. You are stuck inside the country.
Hold
You will
on.
stay.
I gotta go pee. Give me 1
I'm
second.
learning.
Go
I didn't
ahead.
know that.